distinguished senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. We must respect him. Let's appreciate. Ingo introduced himself, settled down, and then even in the media aid to the Senate President, we go look for place, give him for upper chamber, so that if you go tell them, say, even give him water to drink. Please come with me. Let's appreciate. You go climb up, you go sit down here, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Sir, please introduce yourself, sir.
Thank you. My name is Senator Barrister Peter Onyekachi Nwebonyi. By the special grace of God.
Make a hold on for it. It isn't their own. Our own. We never get money. So you go hold on near your mouth.
Okay. Okay.
Una dey hear am now.
Yeah.
Two
Thank
things.
You.
Our own mic no loud. And you know, person wey chop belleful no dey shout. So make una put it here. Distinguished Senator.
Thank you.
I know say you don't appear for many radio and TV stations, but today's experience go dey different. Here, na engagement.
I know.
And you go carry people's cry, waka, to the chambers on behalf of the people. Now walk, you can't walk. Oh. Apart from say, I beg the Senate President, say, if you come, that educate where he educate me about the sitting arrangement. Now the Senate President tell me, say, as he sit down for that up there, as he dey face the people there, the people where they for in right hand side, now people where
the majority party
we belong to the ruling party.
Yes.
Now then they the right. The people where they left, now the other parties.
The opposition parties.
Other parties. When we reach, you see, say they use the right terminology. Me, I no get the experience, and I no pray make I get the experience, because I know they aspire to go there. So I go talk and the way I understand them, but our teacher here, on behalf of the Senate President, go educate us properly. Now, these other political party representatives, then go there for this side. He said that front row where you see, now leaders of the assembly.
You are correct.
Una say F9 where then they give me when I did for school. Now because the teacher no like me, if not be so, I sabi small. So when he reach in turn to talk, I beg we go pay attention. Some people go carry paper and pen, because now waiting. Now part of the responsibilities of the National Assembly, now it come to discharge now. Only say now problem carry and come today. These National Assembly people suppose they enter media outfits to educate Nigerians about the process and procedures, so that when sitting they go on, the way people understand the rules and regulations of guiding football. If person touch ball for hand for 18, old man go shout penalty, because it's a be the rules. Me where they here, if I they watch them, I no understand most of the things where then they do. Order, point of order, rule 10. Rule 10. Wait till Rule 10 talk. But these basic things, American children, small pikin go tell you about the Second Amendment, the First Amendment. You know it right. They teach them from primary school. See us, adults, we don't know our right. Over 80% of Nigerians don't know their rights. Now, they don't know their rights. They don't even know where to go to claim their rights. They don't know how to claim their rights. They don't know when to claim their rights before their right will expire. Because in Nigeria, your right expires. And the law support them. They say, oh, you have a good case. Only say you know come court on time. Status. I don't know whether I understand. So this man here, thank God na lawyer he be. Thank God na senator he be. I no be kuye senator. I carry cane for hand. Na deputy chief whip. If they like the way we get partnership with House of Representatives, we go enter partnership with them, not because we dey fear them. Not be because we dey fear them, not to even help their work. So this 10th assembly, they go give us somebody, most especially this man here. Even if now once in a month or once in a week, they go check their waiting that they do there. They go choose this week, see waiting they want educate Nigerians about. Before 1 year, you go see many people go they inspired. Many people go they wisened up. Many people go they better informed. Like me. If not be that discussion with the Senate President, by God, I don't know most of the things. Now, distinguished Senator, sir,
Yes, President.
you go introduce yourself.
Thank you.
Now lecturer you be.
Thank
the
you.
whole world is listening to the National Assembly radio and television through the Human Rights Radio and Television Brekete family.
Thank you. My name once again is Senator Barrister Peter Onyekachi Nwebonyi, the Senate Deputy Chief Whip of Nigerian Senate. First and foremost, I want to use this opportunity to appreciate the Brekete family for what you are doing. This is a very wonderful avenue for people to ventilate their feelings free of charge. I must give it to you. To me, this is part of, in Catholic, we call corporal work of mercy. Because, and this is in line with the gospel of our Lord Jesus Christ. Offering services unconditionally to people who don't know, people who don't expect any reward from. Just service, service, service. And I want to tell you today that the Nigerian Senate, that is also the ambassador of Nigerians, are with you, the Brekete family. The leadership of the Senate is with you, and the entire Senate is with you. And that's why I said that the Senate President loves you. He has nothing against you. And I want you to have that at the back of your mind.
Make una never clap finish. Continue, sir.
So, the Nigerian Senate has a standing rule, which I can show you here. The Senate Standing Order 2023 as amended. All our businesses, all our activities are regulated by this order. Just like in this arrangement, you have your rules, when to clap, when not to clap, when the president speaks, you know. So that is the same way we have our rules. Now, on the sitting arrangement of the Senate, on the right-hand side of the presiding officer are senators of the ruling party, that is the APC. On the left-hand side of the presiding officer is the senators from the opposition parties, like the PDP, the Labour Party, APGA, and what have you. Now, recently, some senators from the opposition party defected to the APC, the ruling party. thereby creating vacuum on the sitting arrangement on the opposition side, just like we have here. You can see people sitting line by line. Let me say 2 persons at the middle left the place. Naturally, vacuum is created. And in the parliament, we don't sit on a scattered form. We sit serially. So, going by our rules, Order 6, Rule 1 of this rule, if you wouldn't mind, I can open it and read.
Now, lecturer you be now.
Order 6, Rule 1 of this standing order said, and I read, the president of the Senate shall allocate a seat to each senator. It is within the powers of the presiding officer, in this case, the Senate president, to tell you where to sit. You cannot sit anywhere you like. It is this presiding officer that will tell you this is your seat. The same thing is applicable to House of Reps. The same thing is applicable to even the State Assembly. You don't walk into the parliament and sit anywhere you like, probably where you felt the camera will catch you better. Parliament is not a place for self-advert. Now, Order 6 Rule 2 also said, a senator will only speak from the seat allocated to him. Meaning that if this seat is not allocated to me, and maybe I'm here to discuss with my colleague, if I want to speak, I will go back to my seat. If I'm not seated on the seat allocated to me, I'm not allowed to speak in the parliament. That
So
is the rules.
if I jump from here now,
Yes.
what they discuss over there,
Yes.
when it is a time for me to contribute,
You go back to the seat allocated to you.
okay,
Because
What about-
the microphone is coined to you.
okay, what about the seat where I sit down yesterday? If I come today, I know if you sit down on top of that same seat.
Thank you. I was giving you analysis of defection, but I wanted to buttress it on the rules of the Senate.
Oh yeah, continue.
So, few weeks back, even before now, last year, some senators defected from the opposition party to the ruling party. For example, late Senator Ifeanyi Ubah defected from Young People's Party to the All Progressive Party, thereby creating vacuum within the sitting arrangement of the opposition. Adjustments were made, and that adjustment affected about 5 senators. Senator Yayi from Ogun State, Chairman, Senate Committee on Appropriation, a ranking senator. He was moved from his former seat to another seat. Because this arrangement is done on ranking. If I am a first-term senator, the second-term senator will be given seat first. I think you're getting my joke.
I did hear you.
That is the sitting arrangement. So when he
So
defected,
when I get seniority for that
we
place,
have seniority. We have seniority.
don't be all of una dem vote.
The essence of that is for you, a newcomer, to watch those that have had experience. Those with experience will sit in front. You'll be looking at them. You know when to raise point of order. You know when to speak. You know the order. You have to understudy the rules through those ranking senators. That is the rules of parliament all over the world, even in U.S. Congress. So once the Ifeanyi Ubah defected, it affected other senators. Last 2 weeks, Senator Ned Nwoko defected from PDP to APC. I hope all of you are aware. Senator Ezenwa of Imo State defected from Labour Party to APC, thereby creating 2 vacuums within the sitting arrangement of the opposition. Now, the Senate President, through the office of the Chief Whip, have to rearrange the seats. And Senator Natasha was brought closer. Because I must mention her name, because she spoke to this August assembly, lying against the Senate. Lying against the Senate President. But I don't want to go into that.
Distinguished.
It's okay. So,
Distinguished, sir.
okay.
Please withdraw that word lie.
Okay.
because we won't allow her to use insultive words on you. So
Is hereby withdrawn.
thank you. Let's
So-
appreciate him.
Thank you. So following this defection, the citizen arrangement was amended. Senator Natasha was brought forward. She was at the last roll. Just like that, my friend, that fair guy there. That was, yes, that young man there. That was her position because she came last. She came through the court within October 2023 or September so. So she was the last person at that row. So following this defection, you can see that two persons has left to the other side. Naturally, the last person, they should be able to come to the second row, which to me was a promotion. The next senator that will come, probably if there is any court pending matter in court, will now assume that seat as the last person. But surprisingly to all of us, she refused to assume the new seat and insisted that she will speak from the old seat when she has been properly and duly reallocated to a new seat. Ordinarily, it's not an issue. If you are there to represent your people, you are free to sit anywhere allocated to you, because in any part of the chambers the camera sees everybody. Anytime you want to speak, you raise your hand, the Senate president will allow you to speak, but you must be on your seat. So but this senator insisted, in complete breach of the rules of the Senate, insisted that she must speak from her former seat. And the chief whip said no. He read these rules of the Senate to her, that you can't sit from that seat and speak. And if you must sit on that seat, it means you have denied your constituency of hearing you. Because we cannot, because of you, abandon the rules of the Senate that was made even before the 10th Senate. So that is the issue. All of us, if you watch the video, other senators, even within her party, walked up to her and said, no, distinguished, we have rules here. Even in the marketplace, we have rules. Even in Brekete family, we have rules. And if you must belong to an institution, you should be prepared to abide by the rules. But all those advices went to a deaf ear. She was speaking on top of her voice, saying all kind of things which is to the public domain. So that is why I'm here, to educate the world, to educate Nigerians, to educate Brekete family that she spoke to. That one, nobody is suppressing her voice. Nobody is oppressing her as alleged. Nobody in the Senate is suppressing the voice of the female senators. Mind you, in the 10th Senate, we have 4 female senators. Even though the rule book didn't recognize a female senator, we are all senators in the eyes of the law. That is why in this rule, the word maintained here is he, him, there is no she. Just like the legal profession, we have no woman as a lawyer. My colleague can bear with me. At best, you can address a man on skirt. We are equal before the law. And the Senate president, being a lawyer, being a human rights activist even before becoming a politician, respect everybody. He treats all senators equally. There is no form of discrimination. All these 4 female senators in quote are all committee chairmen. We have 109 senators of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, but about 7 something are committee chairmen. But within these 76 committee chairmen, all the women senators are committee chairmen, including Senator Natasha.
Thank you.
Senator Natasha, on her first day of being in the Senate, was given an opportunity to move a motion. Senator Natasha, on her second day in Senate, was made a committee chairman. If Senator Akpabio was suppressing the voice of female senators, he could have given her that opportunity. Some senators have been there for months without making contribution. But because of the respect the Senate president has for female senators, she gave her those opportunities. She made her a committee chairman. And when you come to committee chairman, it's just like ministerial appointment. From time to time, the committees are reshuffled. I was committee chairman on works. Today I'm a principal officer. I was removed. and to another assignment. Somebody was committee chairman on another thing. After a time, you are reshuffled based on your performance. If the presiding officer sees that you are not doing well in this committee, probably you do better in the other committee. For example, as a lawyer, maybe I'm a chairman of the Senate Committee on Agriculture, but it seems that I will do better in Senate Committee on Judicial and Legal Matters. I may be reassigned to Judicial and Legal Matters, where I will give Nigerians the best. So no senator can hold firmly one committee position that he or she must be the chairman of this committee to the end of the session. That is not the truth. So I want to tell Nigerians that the submission of my colleague is completely outside the rules of the Senate. The rules were not made by me. They were not made by Akpabio. Akpabio is purely doing his job as a presiding officer. Not that he's superior to all of us, but we must respect that institution. We must respect that position. Just like you said here that whom God has blessed, let no man curse. Even the Bible says so. Respect does not mean that you are smaller than the person. And again, the rules also enjoy so that when the presiding officer and other principal officers are entering the chambers, other senators will rise until they take their seat. That is the procedure. Just like if president and commander-in-chief is entering a program, conventionally, by protocol, every other citizen will stand up for him. But Senator Natasha refused on many occasions to stand up for the principal officers. Have you seen it?
We are not aware of this.
But I'm telling you, because I'm there, I'm the deputy chief whip, but all those things have been overlooked. But for a senator to intentionally disobey the rules of the chamber of the parliament and was shouting on top of her voice, ordinary president is completely out of it.
It's okay. Thank you very much. Make we appreciate her. You don't tell us about the rules of the house. Every rule where they do now for human beings, they do them, and human beings gather, do the rules, including the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Waiting section 1 talk. Carry borrow Barrister Pamela, borrow your colleague. Yes.
We the people of Nigeria, sir.
Meaning to say the people first before the rule. That is one. Number 2, even as we get rules here, our rule be say, as you come late, we're not supposed to allow you in. But we allowed you in. That is leadership, flexibility, consideration. Okay, we agree say na her first time be that. It means say she need to understand 1 or 2 things. Now part of una fault. It to say una don dey do this education before now. Many people for don't sabi wetin be the rules before going in there. I still dey talk, you go talk. Give am the microphone, but you go talk. Now, Senator Natasha, let's assume, let's even agree, because we see am, say she raised her voice. Now, from the way she did talk, you go know say, now something we don't accumulate inside her, now make she talk the way she talk, even though from the education where I don't get, she not supposed to talk like that. But you know, 2 wrongs can never make a right. The Senate President, in his capacity as the Senate President of the Senate, acted on impulse. He said, "May then suspend her outrightly." No. We go play the video. This book, this una book here, the order, he get where then talk say even if this kind thing happen, he get committee where they go refer her to we go look into the matter, not an outright suspension.
Thank
I'm I'm a student of law.
Thank you.
You understand, sir? So, waiting with the talk here, be say, two of them, you don't talk the other ones where we know they are aware of. And we sure say, this one way don't happen. Go don't bring better understanding between. You get some relationships when we say, now when una get misunderstanding, come back, now in the relationship this way. If it be personal relationship, if it be workplace relationship, if it be whichever the type of relationship. If Natasha go need to apologize to the Senate president for her outburst, which is recommended by me, the ordinary president, the Senate president should also apologize to her for acting on impulse as a leader. I don't know whether provision day for the Senate president to decide to take a little break. That kind of thing. Now to judges, they do them. Bam! He stand up. He enter in chambers. After cooling off, he come back. But that day, you know, the team, if we play the video here, you go here where they talk, say, may they suspend her instantly. So waiting me, they talk in my capacity as the ordinary president of the extraordinary citizens of the global village. Now, make we make peace. Make we mediate. May they understand each other. And then this same thing, even though in the case of the Senate president, when he was not the Senate president, he do the same thing to Saraki when Saraki be the Senate president. But the only difference where I see be say, he immediately apologize. But we are all humans. And the way Saraki handle them, not be the way Akpabio handle them. So, me, I dey volunteer to mediate between distinguished Senator Natasha and our distinguished Senate President. Make the waiting day for their front is bigger than waiting this small distraction where they happen. We all make mistakes as human beings. Again, where power they shackle sometimes. We know they know, say we they overdo. Even me, sometimes. Now when I go back house, when they meditate, I go come realize, Kai, ordinary, the way you behave that time, you know they right. I go they pray, may God not kill me to the next day. Or if now person where I get a number, I go call him, begin to apologize, say, please, I am sorry for talking to you the way I did. Nobody is above mistake. The Senate president is a human being, and you know that day with me and I talk for over 1 hour that Friday evening, I can't see a different version of him over the phone. So if he be say pressure of work, pressure of other things, now cause this thing. But if not, distinguished Senator Natasha, they at fault. The Senate president is equally at fault. Now, this matter don't reach where small pikin go apologize to elder because elder na elder, and then the elder go respect himself to say, I'm sorry to the small pikin because he overreact. Una hembe lembe. My brothers, my sisters, if una, okay, you want to talk, sir?
Yes, there's another area I wanted to clear. You made mention of not acquainting her with the rules of the Senate. I want to say that upon inauguration as a senator, among the documents that will be given to you is this rule book. And we're expected to go through it from the first order to the last order if you really want to participate actively in the business of the parliament. And the Senate is the highest lawmaking body of this country, meaning that we expect elites, people of sound minds, to be there. Before now, people see Senate as a place for elders. That's why when they see young people like us, they will say, so you're a senator? I say, yes. So if by the mercy of God, you find yourself in that exalted position, you are expected, to carry that position with high level of dignity and respect.
Distinguished.
So finally, our rules, I was looking at the particular rules, actually gave the Senate president to suspend any erring senator for 14 days without reference to the privileges committee.
14 days?
Yes, for 14 days.
Give us the rule number.
Instantly.
Give us the rule number.
Instantly. I can give you. I was looking at it here, but I don't know the particular. But I'll give you before I leave.
As you talk,
so now,
talk on
Mr. President, Mr. Senate President, did not suspend her. I don't know where that insinuation is coming from. I don't want to join issues with her like you advised, but it did not suspend her. What he said is that, Senator Natasha, if you cannot allow us to continue with the day, please can you leave us? It's not suspension,
sir.
There was no suspension notice.
The senator, sir.
Yes.
We no talk say he suspend them.
Yes.
But he pronounce suspension.
No. Can I see it?
Make we play the video.
Play it.
What did the other mic? Give us the other mic, please.
He says Sergeant Arm to let her out of the chamber.
No.
It's not suspension.
Barrister Pamela,
yes,
allow him to finish.
It's not suspension. It's not suspension.
Okay, are you done, sir?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, Barrister Pamela.
Okay, after that incident, when he was asking the staff, Sergeant to excuse him, he asked what order is talking about suspension. Give it to her. Read the order to me. He said it. He was asking, I think, the clerk.
I know what make we.
He was asking the clerk. He said,
Okay, can we watch the video? Let's have it.
Distinguished.
If he asks the clerk to read it, did the clerk eventually read it? Because in law, let me tell you something. In law, there is no crime without action. For a crime to come up, you must have the actus reus and the mens rea. Intention is not an action. So let us understand that.
Intention that has been pronounced.
It's not. No, it was not pronounced. Can I see it?
Distinguished.
Ordinary president, we're here to set the facts right.
Yes.
She was not suspended. She didn't read the suspension order. The chief whip mainly read the order I read here.
Ogasa.
If there is such video, can I see it?
Okay. Please send it to them. Let them.
When she was suspended.
No. Nobody talk say they suspend. No.
Yes.
You see.
Let me know what he said, and I will reply you.
No. You see, distinguished. We know they drag anything here.
Yeah, they want to let the record be straight.
You see, water where them pack from Poto. If they put them for bucket, it don't they settle go down.
Yes.
Fetch the one way don't clean.
Yes.
Leave the one way they down.
Yes.
No mix them again because it will take time to go down. Distinguished, sir. Whether una want make I mediate between the Senate President and distinguished Senator Natasha, now una choice. But I don't already suggest them.
Yes.
It is not a life and death situation.
Yes, sir.
Something happen. Natasha no get mental problem. I don't know whether I understand. Something must have triggered that, but we don't know.
And she will tell us.
That is if we want to drag the issue. Now the Senate President got angry over that unruly behavior, and he took action. What all we are saying is, we Nigerians, and not after your misunderstanding. Come together, move on, and continue the work you are supposed to be doing there. Stop. Don't allow little distractions. We not be waiting. Make we send una go there. Whether allocation of seat, seniority, e no concern us. Make una work, and una dey try small. So I beg, don't play any video.
Oh, but I was willing to see that video
Play the
where she
video.
claimed to
Play
have been
the video.
suspended because I was there.
Nobody
I
talks
was there live.
You see, a senator and a lawyer. He don't dey do.
Outside being a lawyer, I like to put facts straight. She was not suspended.
Nobody
And even if we want to, we have our rules towards suspension.
did anybody say she was
Can I see the
suspended.
pronouncement? Can I hear the pronouncement?
Did okay? I better play am
Can I
back.
hear the pronouncement?
Okay, to. E be like say him don dey vex o.
No, no, I'm
Oh,
far from
okay,
that.
sure,
I'm
sure.
far from that. I'm a
Okay.
very senior lawyer, 18 years in the bar. So, no, I don't need water. But the facts must be made straight under the president. She was not suspended, and if we must suspend her, I will follow our rules and suspend her.
Oga sir,
Yes. Mr.
today
President.
na Natasha e happen to.
Yes.
Tomorrow e fit be your turn.
No, yes, Mr. Ordinary President.
Yes,
What
sir.
we are saying is this: we're not against her. She has the privilege to express herself, but in line with the rules. If she had moved to the new seat allocated to her, she would have ventilated her feelings. Nobody will stop her. Nobody will stop her. But the rules of Senate must be obeyed to the fullest. That's what we're saying.
Okay.
It's a serious institution.
Okay. Barrister Pamela, wetin you get to talk?
Senior colleague
Thank
and
you,
distinguished
Counsel.
senator.
Thank you.
You and I know that in every rule there is an exception, and that exception is made for particular
Yes.
people, not stated categorically.
Yes.
And in this situation now,
Yes.
she's 1% out of the whole house.
Yes.
Why is that exception not? I'm not saying
What
what she
exception
did.
do you want to also give her?
To listen to her
From the wrong seat?
before sending her out.
No, it's not done. My
Or
dear
before
sister.
saying order.
Just
That
like-
is an exception to every rule.
Listen to me. Listen to me. Even though she enjoyed that exception, because she sat on that seat to the end of the plenary.
No, her microphone was switched off.
No, but the laws are meant to be implemented. Just like in this assembly, when the other president is talking from the pulpit, then somebody there will be answering call. Will you tolerate it under the president?
I will not.
Thank you. And I'm done.
No, I will not. But
Maybe it was an emergency.
okay.
Emergency? Then you take for permission.
That is an exception.
Yes, she would have asked for that.
Barrister
What
Pamela.
will it take you from sitting on that your new seat and still raise your hand and you say, okay, say what you want to say, distinguished senator.
Okay.
And she would have ventilated all she wanted to say.
It's all right. Thank you.
The
very
rules
much.
must be obeyed.
Please.
That is the point.
Make we appreciate Barrister Pamela.
Thank you.
Make we appreciate.
And appreciate me too. for educating you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Our newest lawyer on board wants to say something.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon, distinguished.
Morning.
Oh, sorry. Good morning, distinguished. I'm Barrister TV Ramnath by name. Yes, sir. I just want to say one or two things regarding the rules, the Senate rules. You are all senators. We respect you people so much. Anywhere you are in this country, if they mention Senate, you know, the picture.
Close that to your mouth.
Yes, the picture that you create, you know, in our hearts is bigger, very large. Because when you threaten the president sits up. And anything you say, people listen. So I want to refer you to your rules. That any act that, you know, the Constitution says so, any act that is not defined by any law in this country as an offense is not an offense. Now, in the event there is no such provision in your rules, that
Which provision?
the provision that the Senate President, the ruling party sits on the right hand side and the opposition party sits on
Is in the rule, is in our rule book.
It's in your rules.
Yes.
Yes. And then again, that you cannot speak
Outside the seat allocated to you. Is here.
allocated. And if it is there,
Is here. Or that's his rule too.
good. So this is what I want to get clear, sir.
Yes.
If it is provided for and then she went outside it,
Yes.
then the ordinary president has said something here, sir.
Yes.
That the ordinary president has said something here, sir. That sometimes, even in court, as a senior lawyer, you know that
Yes.
when a suspect is convicted,
Yes.
lawyers play allocutus.
Allocutus, I know.
Yes, sir. So the judges will look into it.
Exactly.
Yes. So the
But that is after conviction.
Yes,
After
sir.
setting the record straight.
Yes, sir.
That is the point.
So now, in this aspect, sir, please, with due respect,
Yes.
someone has come in between you people, a highly respected person, and I want you to see that as an honor to the Senate.
Of course.
Yes. So, and take that opportunity. Take that opportunity. It will go a long way.
Thank you,
Understand?
Counsel.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Counsel. And I want to appreciate you for that. And I also want to submit that I'm not here because the matter is above us. No, everything that transpires in the parliament, the solution is here. And we must follow it to the letter. So, but I appreciate ordinary president for, volunteering to, come in between us. If it is allowed by the rule book, we will do that. But if it's not allowed by the rule book, we will deal with the matter in line with the rules of the Senate.
One day this book will be amended.
Sure. We've amended 2023.
One day, even the sitting arrangement will not be in this book.
It's not
again.
an issue. It's not an issue at all. It's somebody that trying to make it an issue. But that's why I'm here to let the world know that we have nothing against this senator in particular, but total disobedience to lay down rules should not be tolerated. Let me tell you
Thank
something.
you.
For us to have a perfect society, we must respect our laws. In Nigeria, we are good at making laws, but we don't follow those laws. If you watch me in the last 1 week, I don't want to mention the particular issue. I insisted that the right thing must be done. I'm from the ruling party, but I believe in doing things right. If you watch my edition on Facebook, you know the issue I'm talking about. I don't want to say it here because that's not what I'm here. So we must, just like in the legal profession, if you go outside the legal profession rules, what will happen to you? You'll be debarred or suspended, so that it will deter others from doing so. We must abide by our rules. Nigeria will not be good if we just behave the way we want. It's not so. Even the Agboro in the park, National Union of Road Transport Workers, they have their rules. If you go against the rules in the park, they show you off the park.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. President. God bless you. And again, I want to thank you for what you are doing. And like I said earlier, people like us will be with you. My law firm will be with you.
Thank you.
For any legal services in Ebonyi State, I have a law firm of about 15 lawyers there. So any legal services you want my law firm, P.O. Ebonyi & Co. to render for Brekete family, call me. I will answer you.
Thank you.
And I will do that. Thank you.
Okay, I appreciate.
Thank you.
Now, before you go drop the microphone, you go convey this message to the Senate President as well as the Senate that we are advocating for. We the advocate Mekuna resolve this issue amicably amongst yourselves.
Sure.
Because when Papa and Mama they fight, now the children they suffer more. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Ordinary President.
We they look forward to you make you they come, but this time next time when you go come, you know go be say this person they fight this person.
I'll come to educate Nigerians generally on what we are doing.
Make we appreciate them.
Thank you. I'm available. I'll drop my number with you. Call me anytime, any day.
No problem.
I'll be here. God bless Nigeria.
Yes, sir. If Kayode Abayomi and Nomo, ordinary, you are not fair. Can somebody try it in your studio? Give him a microphone. No, this Natasha Akpabio matter.
Yeah.
He say I know they fair.
Yeah, because
Can somebody try this in my studio?
because I made the illustration here that every organized institution is
Okay,
guided by rules.
Your illustration no carry human face.
No, sir.
We are all human beings, sir. But we never ask, I never send person out, call them back.
Yeah.
If to say we know they bend our rules more here, you for not enter the studio.
The ordinary president, I want you to get one thing.
Get them.
If somebody is erring and you say no, dude, you try to correct the person, and the person is trying to prove the impossible.
The person is a human being. The person is angry.
No, angry over what?
Angry.
What you?
You not go understand.
Then you take it personal, not in the parliament. That is the after the sitting.
Having deprived the person severally of her.
I know one.
Which position?
Omang.
Which position?
You see, this person we write this thing.
Which position?
I know where this is coming from.
If she has any other issue before now, there are ways to ventilate such issues.
Distinguished senators.
Yes, my ordinary president.
You see, what goes around
Comes around.
Yeah.
But the right thing must be done first. Like the one who said that
The day where it go be your turn, we go insist on.
no, ordinary president. That's why that man is saying so, because you must call a spade first.
Distinguished sir, you have spoken and you have spoken well.
Thank you.
Yes, but you see, like
Call
in the
a
case
spade a spade.
No,
Call,
I dey call my president.
call
I want
Spider
to
a
address
spider.
that person wey talk that thing now. On Wednesday, the case of the Nwa boy wey come here. What was his first approach? After warning him, second warning, third warning, you cut am say make he go. But when the guy come back, the same person wey come back,
came back
what
a
happened?
better person.
He came back a better person and over 2 million on import.
That is leadership.
Over 3 million.
What I was played there was leadership.
He didn't expect that. He came with
Effective
a
leadership,
complaint.
with
He came that we
compassion.
should help him. But what they helped that he went even further to get support over 3 million to support him and send money to
Do you
his
know-
mother.
do you know the difference?
Human face was put in, even in law. The law is not meant for animals. The law is meant for human beings.
Omang, you don't do. No be quarrel with the quarrel.
We can't quarrel. I just want to say that we have discretion and rules. Wait, counsel, you are a lawyer.
Barrister Pamela, please.
You are a lawyer.
Please.
Hear us. We are here for you to hear us.
Say he come here, we ambush him.
Well, you are here to hear me. Nigerians will judge. Nigerians will judge. We have rules and we have discretion. This is an institution of governance. It's different from what we have here. I'm sorry to say it, but that is the truth.
No, it's true. But
The National Assembly is a product of an act of the National Assembly.
but this
And we have our rules, and these rules are meant to be obeyed.
Very true.
And when you are going contrary to the rules, and the president officer called your attention, please, no, this is our rule, and you insisted, trying to prove the impossible. No, we can't take it.
that is true. That is true. But
Even in heaven,
distinguished senator,
there are rules.
distinguished senator Akpabio
There are
did
rules.
the same thing during Saraki.
And he apologized immediately when his attention was called. The videos are there. He said, I apologize to you, my colleagues. That is an honorable man. This senator must be honorable and distinguished. That is the point.
Distinguished senator, sir.
Thank you, ordinary president.
Distinguished senator, sir. I still maintain my position.
Which is clear.
The position here is, with the education we have gotten, distinguished Senator Natasha was wrong
Thank you.
for her outburst.
That is what I want to hear.
And then the Senate President
And she has
was,
to apologize.
the Senate President was equally wrong.
I disagree with you. I disagree with you.
Okay.
Because Mr. President did not go outside our rules. You are talking of discretion. You don't join discussion with law rules. That is the point I'm trying to make.
Distinguished Senator, sir,
Thank you.
it might interest you to know that that was not the first time the Senate President was talking down on senators on the floor of the Senate.
Now, thank you, Ordinary President.
Other people have protested in the past.
Yes.
I don't want us to go there, sir. I don't want us to go there. Let us just settle this matter amicably.
Thank you. But I tell you, we elected the Senate President. He didn't elect himself. So if we feel that the Senate President is acting contrary to our laws, we know what to do. But when he is upholding,
we Nigerians are human beings, and we are not happy with the Senate President.
that is a minority view. That's a minority view.
Okay, election go come. We'll go
Yes,
know
we're
whether
waiting.
we'll be minority or
That
be
is a
majority.
minority view.
You know, please.
That's a minority view.
Omang is okay.
You can't prove the impossible.
If we, the Nigerian masses, our views is the
Entire Nigerians, your president.
okay.
You are not speaking for all Nigerians. That is your view.
Okay.
And I'm telling you my own view.
If we, Human Rights Radio and Television Brekete family members, if our views are in the minority, then election time will come.
Mr.
Then
President.
we will know who is the majority and who is the minority.
Thank you.
Make-
it has been happening.
Make we appreciate the distinguished senator. Distinguished sir,
Yes, Ordinary President.
you see where I said she was wrong. Did you see that? Did you see that?
Can I speak?
And then where he mentioned suspension.
Yes.
Did you hear that?
Yes, in line with our rules.
But you have not given us the particular order
Let me give you.
that says that empowers him to do that. Give us the rule, the order. But she must apologize to you. She must apologize. She must apologize. You know, every reaction has an action that triggered the reaction.
Which we don't know.
So as we know wetin be the action wey trigger the reaction, wetin we dey see na her reaction, and on the surface here everybody don see say she dey wrong by her outburst. She go apologize, but I still identify say him as a leader and as a father. Him as a leader and as a father. He go apologize to her too, and Nigerians. Una hembe lembe. I dey see sponsored comments here. And I make now only their comment I won't read. The other ones, if I read them here, belle no go sweet, and I no go read them. The ones wey no be against us, you know, sweet for ear. So, distinguished senator, over to you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ordinary President.
No, you're not talking to the mic, sir.
Okay, sorry. If you look at chapter 14, order 65 of our standing orders, if a senator being called to order for an offense against any standing order persists in the offense, the president of the Senate may direct the senator to discontinue her speech. Order 66-1. The president of the Senate or the chairman sitting as a whole, after having called the attention of the senator of the committee to the conduct of the senator who persists and he continues to dwell in such error, the Senate president has right to order the senator out of chamber for the remaining effective days. Suspension after naming. When a senator is named by the president of the Senate, if the offense is a minor one, the president of the Senate may order the senator to withdraw from the rest of the legislative days. But if the matter appears to the president of the Senate to be of more serious nature, the president of the Senate shall put the question on motion. When a senator has been named by the chair, just a minute. If a senator who is suspended from the service of the Senate refuses to obey the directive of the Senate president, when someone order the order, the president of the Senate, through the sergeant of arms, shall walk the senator out of chambers. These are our rules, and this is the rules the Senate president wanted to implement. And even at that, she refused to leave the chambers. The Senate president, being an experienced lawmaker, did not insist that she must leave. We ignored her and continued the business of the day. And the question is, where has the Senate president erred? He tried to enforce the order. She refused. He ignored her. So where has the Senate president erred?
The distinguished senator, sir.
Thank you. It's a question that Nigerians should ask. Where has Senator Akpabio erred in this matter?
Distinguished senator.
Thank you, Honorary President.
Can I talk? Well, I remember when I talk, say, Nigerians suppose they educated about these rules. And he talk, say, yes. And he talk about first-time senators and the seniority and the allocation of seats. You see, I don't want to make we drag this issue. It is easy to cram the rules. Now it take a minute to get the order. We give the Senate president the power to do this thing. I beg, make we not drag this issue. Make we be agents of peace. The Senate president has the reason, every reason to be angry as a leader on the floor of the House. Waiting we see for her reaction, we don't know waiting trigger them. But waiting we see on the surface require may she apologize to her.
Simple.
I don't know whether you understand, but to cram this thing where you they talk no day easy. Even you as a lawyer, it took you minutes to go and do consultation, and you expect a one-time a first-time senator to grab everything in her head. If the Senate president had taken his time as an elder and as a leader to even take a break and come back, Nigerians will praise him for his patience. For in fact, it would have highlighted how she has misbehaved. I don't know whether I want to understand. Sometimes I know if complainant they difficult, what they do? They cannot give a chance. But the Senate president is in a bigger chamber there. They have their rules.
Thank you.
Every rule where you see now human beings do, and they do them for human beings. And then human face and considerations. So they applied to them. I don't want to make we drag this issue, because if we drag them,
thank you.
I no go agree. Now they tear trouser for back.
Thank you, Honorary President.
Thank you. Make we appreciate the distinguished senator.
Taking your tips. It's just that it's always good to set the record straight. But your advice is a fatherly one.
Thank you very much.
Which is taken.
Thank you.
We expect her to tender apology to the Senate President and to the Nigerian Senate. Nobody is against her. She's one of our best, and nobody can work against her.
He should also apologize to Nigerians for his outburst.
That is it.
Uh-huh.
And the ends there. That is just the point.
Thank you. Let's appreciate.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Now, Senator, come house. He been there bush before. Bush. Haba. When I go to school. My brothers, my sisters, if I looked at and I say, time done, they give us signal to do it. In signal, make we pack kaya come up for studio. For the fact, say, the distinguished senator, barrister senator Nwa Ebonyi. Okay, Nwa Ebonyi. Admit, say, the advice where I give, na fatherly advice. And as a father to all of them at the National Assembly, I they order them now, may they resolve this matter within 1 week. On behalf of those in support of waiting the ordinary president, the father, would give fatherly advice to all of them.
That is the major fatherly advice. Senator Natasha to apologize to Senate President and to the Senate and to the entire Nigerians.
And the Senate President to apologize to her and apologize to the entire Nigerians. My brothers, my sisters, anything we get beginning, they get end, including the life itself. Today they talk about this thing. One day they go play this video. Most of us go don't die. Waiting with the drag about this life. Me, we sit down here, ordinary president. One day, no more. You go to hear say, we been get one person like that before. So waiting they shock us, waiting they move us where would they feel like say. But we thank God, say, after the ups and downs, the arguments, we arrive at that domot where I been stand. Only say other people we suppose talk for studio, no talk. But we go do our own voting here. Those in support, may the quarrel continue. Say aye. Those in support, make the Senate take the fatherly advice of the ordinary president to settle this matter. Say nay. The nays have it. Una waiting.